So I think we're going to get the headquarters. What's the special mechanic or faction bonus for the Yellow Turbans? Where to start? It's a very different game from basically everything else. So, they have a different tech tree for a start. They don't have a technology every 5 turns. Instead, they have actual research rates, and they research stuff over time. The higher their rank, the more technologies become available. So, because we're not the highest rank yet, we don't have these 3, but everything else has been unlocked. They don't have traditional ranks. They still go devoted, balanced, healed, empowered, ascended, enlightened, as opposed to noble, baron, marquis, second marquis, etc. This is based on an enlightenment mechanic rather than prestige, so that effectively works the same way. The really big change for the Yellow Turbans, however, is their officers, their generals. They have different officer classes, which means they cannot intermix with the regular Chinese ones. So, whereas the regular Chinese have strategist, commander, champion, sentinel, vanguard, we have veteran, scholar, and healer with different abilities, different skills, and also just different troops. Like, our entire troop chain, well, bar like the militia units, is very different. They're like more heavily armored generally. More tea. I think it's my last cup. It is. Disappointed! But there is still tea in it, so we're all good. Right. Jan Mao is marching north to deal with Cao Cao. We do need to get to Anding as soon as possible. And I am tempted to have you force march to see if you can get there in time. Where's the edge of the town? Might be reinforcing if you get here. Yeah, we'll try it. You guys are defending... Oh no, that's wrong person. You guys are defending over here. Normal stance. And if I need to recruit some more troops, then I probably ought to. And against Cao Cao, he uses a lot less crossbows than Kong Rong, so I think we're going to be okay with Guardians of the Land. Question is, do I want to spend all of my money on this, knowing that my income is going to start to hemorrhage, and also increasing my salary usage? I don't think I can really afford it. And then we've got He-Man down here, where we're hoping that they counterattack us and we can squish them. Gong Du is going to be able to start steaming north, though, to go and deal with Cao Cao. Diplomacy and general recruitment system looks interesting, but combat seems a bit meh. Really? What's wrong with the combat? Liu Bei was liberated by the Duchy of Song. Coalition Liu Xiang. Cao Cao commanded Yuan Shu into the war against me. I keep having to look at the portrait to see if that is actually me. Declared war on the Duchy of Song. That's good. That's not me. Ancillary, another wooden axe. Ox, even. And do we have any other assignments? We still have no assignments available, although one of them is returning next turn. Okay.
Lift the peasants.
Alright, Jan Mao. Normal stance. Where is Cao Cao? He seems to be chilling over there for the time being, so we're going to stay in Anding.
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
Meanwhile, Gong Zhuo is going to go force march
Gather your
and head
strength.
north to here.
Remain supple.
You did not attack me. That's a little bit irritating, actually.
Break their spirit! To war!
Do I want to just sit here and let them siege? I don't think this army is in a hurry. It's an open field. We will fight them.
Fortune smiles upon us. Let us not squander opportunity. They will soon be erased from history. Now, let us fight for a stable, unified China.
Okay. Ooh, that's a nice hill. Nice hill. I'll take it. Unfortunately, we are attacking, so we're probably going to have to get off of the hill. Although I can... I might be able to tempt them to attack me. Let's get the yellow turbans. And you guys. And you guys. And you guys.
Attend!
So the swordsmen are going to be the center.
To attention,
With
spearmen!
2 spears on either side.
Attend me, spearmen! To attention!
And then all of my master archers. Because these guys are amazing.
Steel yourselves!
And then you two. There.
March, warriors!
Oh. Well, if you're going to attack me and be so gracious, then who am I to say no?
Move!
None of them want a duel. It would appear that they have heard of us.
Forward! March out! Go now! Move out! The time has come! On my command!
They have no crossbows, which means I outrange them. That's nice.
Prepare! Pick your targets! On me! Ready! No mercy!
Liu Zan, a vanguard, is challenging Huang Shao. This is actually a little bit annoying, because this is going to force Huang Shao away from my archers.
You will lose and be forgotten.
Shut up and die! Go! You will fail! Stand ready!
In which case... I was thinking maybe I should move all of my troops forwards, but I really don't think I need to. So unfortunately I'm losing 25% of my damage here, which does suck.
Make ready! Take heed, warriors!
But a nice quick duel would be nice. Alright, their cavalry are pushing around the side, so we're going to bring our spearmen into a much deeper formation than I was initially intending.
Run! Run! March to the devil!
Alright, so you want to fight He-Man as well. I'm okay with this, actually. Yeah, alright.
At the ready! attention!
The enemy warriors are running.
Didn't mean to move you away. What I was trying to do was get the archers to shoot something new. Let's shoot at them.
Ha!
Missile! Fire!
Go on, keep up. I know you can do it.
If only wars were won with witty words.
Release missiles!
Just deleting their archers. And their generals, apparently.
Right! Arrows!
Come on! Surely you can do better!
Amazing.
Alright, who do I want you guys shooting at now? So I could wrap around this way. The problem is I'd quite like to do that with these two spearmen as well, hit them in the flank. The other one is I could go around this way, but that's going to be leaving me at the bottom of the hill rather than the top of the hill. So I guess that's going to be kind of the case regardless. Or I tell you to hold your fire, line you up again, and then wait for people to start running. When they start running, I then shoot them in the back.
That you can both talk and battle.
Ready!
I like this plan. This is a good plan.
Steel yourselves!
The enemy general is fallen.
One down.
No
So Huang Shao can now go charging into these guys.
match!
Oh, wait, mount up first.
Prepare!
Get on your horse.
You lack spirit! To attention!
Alright, so that's two of their generals down.
Take heed, warriors!
And now He-Man is mounted. I would quite like for you to come over to about here. And Huan Shao, you come as well.
Spearmen! Open fire!
Oh, the Vanguard's here. That's irritating. That's fine, we can deal with that in a minute.
Run! Craven! Go!
This should do. Fire
Do
at
not
that unit,
relent!
please.
The time has come! Now!
By shoot at that unit, I mean... Shoot that. There you go. Good enough.
At the ready!
You two, go hunt him down. Oh, no, I don't want you firing him. I
Prepare
want you
for
charging
combat!
him. You back
Move!
off.
Archers, prepare!
You guys murder
Strike
him.
your targets! Archers ready! Stand ready!
You two are out of ammo. Let's pull you back here.
At the ready! Look, the enemy run! Craven, prepare! Do not relent! Steel yourselves! Bowmen! Rain down death! Attack! Spears to hand! Take heed, warriors! Spears! Ready! Move out quickly! Bowman, stand ready! The enemy warriors are running! Ha! Shoot! The time has come! Make ready! Blades ready! Spears ready! Attend! Strike! The enemy general falls! Ha!
All three of them died.
What a shame.
Knocked and ready! To attention! Loose! Ready, bows!
Shoot them.
Spearmen attend! Stand ready! Attend!
Huzzah! Oh, there's only actually 4 people there that we're trying to hunt down. I'm gonna go after them.
Take
And
heed, warriors. Dismiss.
all of my archers have now done all their shooting.
The time has come. Prepare. Unleash fury.
Katie, thank you very much for the resubscription. 10 months now. Nice one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, get you two to charge into there. We could actually do a surprise attack. So let's move Huan Shao over here. We're going to buff these two to make them faster so they can chase down the Saber Militia better.
Stand ready. Show no mercy. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. This game is addicting. Yeah, it is. Have we fought Lu Bu? No. But we have wiped him out. He just never took the field, I think. Weirdly. Never saw him.
Spearmen, stand ready. Charge. At the ready.
— 300, 200, 100, 100. Actually, the archers didn't do it as well as I expected. Even though they did completely decimate the enemy archers. In fact, this is a siege, isn't it? This is a siege. It just ended. Are those smoke missiles? No, that's just the tracers, so you can actually see who's shooting. It just allows you to be more zoomed out. Yes, sir, I'm late. Last night got drunk on Corona while playing Ghost Recon with friends, and apparently I'm not as young as I think I am. Yeah, I've had that experience recently as well, Katie, don't worry.
We won with integrity. Now let us celebrate with abandon.
And we're going to go ahead and
It
occupy.
is ours by right.
Uncommon talent, we'll go ahead and promote them. That did not kill the faction. Why? It wasn't Huang Zhu, was it? Who was it that we just killed? Yu Zhang. He is apparently still alive somewhere. See if you want a peace deal. Apparently this guy is a glutton for punishment. Alright. Should you occupy or raise early in the game? Depends what you want. Like, if you think you can hold the territory, it's almost always better to take the land. But either the money is ridiculously good or you don't think you can hold it, then raise it. Also, raising can be used as an area denial. So you can burn other territories around you, and then the factions who those territories belong to won't be as strong. Hate to see this, but the dueling system in this is kind of stupid because the player can kill all his enemies. Generals gives the enemy a huge morale loss, and the dueling tactic works better in sieges. Akar Dragon Eye. That's mostly a Yellow Turban thing. The Yellow Turban lords need to be balanced a little bit. Like, they are excellent at dueling. They're not very good at support, though. Like, the Chinese faction commanders are a lot better at support. It's just that these guys rock as duelists. And when I was playing as Lu Biao and Kong Rong, I was getting schooled by these guys. So I was the one losing the morale at that point. So usually when I'm playing as the Chinese factions, I usually say, don't you dare even think about dueling a Yellow Turban general. Like, they could definitely do with a balancing pass. And some of the Yellow Turban stuff is just outright broken, like their healing ability. Like, that just needs to be removed. It doesn't need to be in the game. Apparently 8 coronas in 3 hours or so when you're 98 pounds is a bit more than my limit now. trying to think the last time I had a really heavy one. I think it was that long ago. Six kronas is what, 3 pints? Yeah, I've had a bit more than that. What do I want to build? Public order is always good. We have got a fair old chunk of change at the moment. Backseat could upgrade its settlement. This would give us another building slot, which could be then used for, like, industry increase and also population increase. Or public order. Public order is becoming a real problem. Amulet carver workshop can be upgraded to a figurine carving workshop. These things start really becoming valuable. 330 income. It's quite nice. Compared to the 400 from just the straight up manufacturing, but sometimes you can get more commerce modifiers from all the trade buildings. Oh, Jincheng's currently using a fishing port rather than the harbour trader. Harbour trader would increase the amount of money that we're getting from commerce, which would also then modify the money that we're getting from the amulet carver. You know what, I think I would prefer you to be converted, actually. That will reduce the amount of food we're making by a little bit, but that's fine. You can upgrade to a pier, which is actually more expensive than I expected. No, get the weapons cache so we can keep using war as our money spinner. And your public order is still suffering. So let's get the congregation of the movement. Although this is the capital, Wudu could become a small regional capital. Which does come with another build slot too. If you play as Dong Zhuo, you can have Lu Bu as a general. That means every battle is basically won. Well, yeah, that's Lu Bu, though. I mean, that's like saying in Total War Warhammer playing as Wintertooth, you suddenly have a giant troll who can stomp over most armies. It's just the benefit of that faction. You have to play around the fact that Lu Bu isn't the most loyal of individuals, and you have to keep him happy, which is expensive. He is expensive. Like, there are pluses and minuses. You're going to have one guy who can take out generals, but if you come up against someone who refuses to duel you, he's nowhere near as useful. And we have come up against a few armies who are just like, no, we're not dueling you, you're mad. Shihei, I think, is going to get labour housing. Although you have a fishing port. Fishing? I can never remember. Do fishing ports generate peasantry income? No. Never? They can do commerce, but that's it. I'll come back to you. I'm sure I keep saying that, but I'll come back to you. Chengdu still has a salt mine, which I don't own. The armor craftsman, which is a bit pointless. You've been damaged. Let's repair it. Why can't you upgrade? Oh, you have to be a small city. Oh, in that case, that's a very important upgrade. Yeah, we'll do that. I was just looking at that. It's like, that's a level 1 building. Why is that not upgraded? Yeah, that would make sense. We could also upgrade the copper mine. It just seems like a really expensive upgrade. 270. 7, which is basically 28 turns to pay for itself. That's a long time. Although we do have a modifier for income from industry. This is true. Let's get the... Do you start to spread public order to adjacent at a high enough level? No, but you do get the administrator thing, but that does require reforms, which I doubt that we have. You know what? Sod it. I'm just going to bite the bullet and upgrade the copper mine. And we're already upgrading the famous horse tamer, right? Yes. Legendary the highest. Legendary is the highest. Okay. We've only got one... Wait. I haven't got any horses out of that place yet. I've got one weapon. Out of the weaponsmith. Nor did I get a horse? No, I don't think I have. Lubiao, it's not that hard if you say no to Yuan Shao. Yeah, but that's really against his character, I think. Which is why I refuse to do that. Creative Assembly needs a buff, go on you. I think champions in general need a bit of a buff. Champions and commanders. Commanders probably more so. Sentinels are good enough for what they do and their unit roster is really helpful. Vanguard seem fine. Strategists. I feel like strategists, well... I feel like strategists need more abilities on the battlefield. I mean, right now their entire role is to stop champions doing what the champions want to do. I feel like strategists and commanders need to have a little bit of a meeting and talk about precisely their roles on the battlefield.